Hi, hello and namaste. My name is Sharad Shakya. I'm here today with another guitar lesson, and the topic is arpeggios. When it comes to arpeggios, the normal or basic way of playing arpeggios would be following the chord shape. Let's say in this case G. That I would call it vertical way of playing arpeggios. In this lesson, I'm going to show you some ideas about how to play those in a horizontal way, in a more like linear way. So let's say, let's take an example of G, and I'm gonna use 7th chords of G. So I'm gonna show you the example of G major 7th, dominant 7th, and minor 7th. And of course you can use those ideas in triad as well. But the idea here, why I'm taking the 7th chord is because 7th chords, then we have 4 notes, and we're gonna divide those 4 notes like 2 notes per string. So that gives us the kind of feel of like playing scale, like pentatonic scale. Pentatonic scale has like 2 notes per string system. So we're gonna follow the same system. So let's start with the G major 7th. But before starting that, I would like to mention one more thing. That is, practice the arpeggios not only starting from the root, but also starting from 3rd, 5th, and 7th as well. So let's start the arpeggio, G major 7th arpeggio here with 7th, right here, 7th. So the notes in the G major 7th are G, B, D, and F sharp. G being root, B 3rd, D 5th, and F sharp is major 7th. So yeah, so let's start from the 7th, and 2 notes per string. So F sharp, next note is here G, which is root, and the next string B and D. So that's 4 notes. F sharp, G, B, D, and then move to another string which is 4th now. F sharp, G, B, D, F sharp, G, B, D. See, we started from here. We started from there, and now we all the way to here. So like I said before, it gives you the wide visualization of your fretboard, which is very important. So yeah, that's the major 7th. Now let's start the same major 7th chord, but this time we're going to start with the root. Before, just now we started from 7th, now we're going to start with the root, which is G. So G, now we're going to follow the G, B, D, and F sharp, right? So G here, B. Now there is a little bit stretch, G, B, D, F sharp. 2 notes per string, and yeah, just the chord tones. G, B, D, F sharp, G, B, D, F sharp, G, B, D, F sharp. There it is. Now it's time for the 3rd. So we're gonna start the same arpeggio, G major 7th arpeggio, but we're gonna start with the 3rd, which is B. So we're gonna start from here. B, D, F sharp, G, B, D, F sharp, G, B, D, F sharp, G. You can go back to G, of course. Yeah, that's another way. Now the next one is same G major 7th chord, but we're gonna start the arpeggio from the 5th, which is D. So now D, F sharp, G, B, D, F sharp, G, B. There you go. One more time. D, F sharp, G, B, D, F sharp, G, B, D, F sharp, G, B. There was the G major 7th. We started from 7th, major 7th, from the root, from the 3rd, which is B, and then from 5th, which is D, and it comes back to 7th, which we did already. So that was the major 7th. Now let's take a look at G dominant 7th arpeggios. The difference between G dominant 7th and G major 7th is, of course, the 7th note. In major 7th, it's a natural 7th, and in dominant 7th is flatted 7th. So the only different note would be F sharp. We gotta change this F sharp to F, then it becomes the dominant. So same principle here again, 2 notes per string, and just play the chord tones, just the arpeggios. G dominant 7 starting with F. There you go. D, B, G, F, D, B, G, F, D, B, G, F. So I'm not playing any other note than the chord tones, and that's what makes it arpeggios. F, G, B, D, F, G, B, D, F, G, B, D. I'm starting from the lowest string, the bass string, and the first available note of the chord. So I'm starting from the 6th string and 2 notes, and then 5th 2 notes, and then 4th 2 notes, and so on. Right? So that was the G dominant 7th, starting with the 7th F. Now let's play the same dominant 7th arpeggio, but starting with the root G. So it goes like this: G, B, D, F, G, B, D, F, G, B, D, F, and going back. There you go. Now, same chord, G dominant 7th. Now we start from the B 3rd. So B, D, F, G, B, D, F, G, B, D, F, G. Going back. I'm not telling any of the finger style, which finger where. You can decide by yourself, or just play it, then you will realize which finger suits best for you. This fingering suits me, but you can try your own fingering, what suits you better. As long as you get the right notes played, that's fine. You can decide the finger whatever you want to use it. Okay, now we play the same G7th arpeggio with the starting from 5th, which is D. So D, F, G, B, D, F, G, B, D, F, G, B, and going back. There it is. So now let's take a look at the minor chord or minor arpeggio. In minor, now we have to change the two notes. Well, if you're thinking from G major 7th, then you'll have to change two notes. Third, we have to flat that note, and then 7th, you have to flat that. So, but if you're thinking from G dominant 7th, then you just have to change one note, which is the third. Just change the third from B to B flat. F would be already flat anyway. So for minor chord, same principle, two notes per string, and only chord tones, arpeggio. So starting with the F, which is the 7th, F, G, and now we play B flat, not the B, because now we are dealing with minor chords, so B flat. So F, G, B flat, D, F, G, B flat, D. And you can actually make patterns of these, because now we are thinking of these arpeggios as like in a linear way. So you can make patterns as you would be making in scale, if you're playing scale like. Playing arpeggio like this will give you a completely different feel. It's not just playing like that vertically, but when you play horizontally, it gives you a complete different feel. Yeah. Now let's start the G minor 7th chord, arpeggio, starting from G root. So G, B flat, D, F, G, B flat, D, F, G, B flat, D, F. Like I said before as well, see, we started from here and we are all the way till here. So we covered quite a lot of fretboard area here. There was a G minor 7th arpeggio starting from the root. Now let's take a look at the same, but let's start from the flat third, B flat. So B flat, D, F, G, B flat, D, F, G, B flat, D, F, G. There you go. There was one A I played accidentally. Now again, same thing. Let's start with the D now, the 5th. So D, F, G, B flat, D, F, G, B flat, D, F, G, B flat. There you go. So that was the lesson for today. I hope it was helpful and will improve your playing. I have a whole PDF of this lesson as well, so if you need, just message me, then I can send you the PDF. So yeah, and also please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment if you have any questions. Feel free to ask the questions regarding music. Any topic you want that I make a video, feel free to leave a comment. I will try my best to answer those and make videos about those topics. And also please check out my other works, my music and my playings as well. I have actually my whole album, it's called Katmansinki. Please check out, if you haven't checked out that album. It's in Spotify and YouTube as well. So yeah, that's it for today. We see next time then. Yeah, thank you.